Hey guys, Nikhil here from Home Banao. In this video, I have management team of Nemmadi with us. They are a home inspection company who do a detailed home inspection of every single home to make sure that you get what you paid for. And if there's any issues, errors, etc., you can report it to the builder. In this video specifically, we're talking about electrical defects, electrical snags. So can you please take us through, in electrical, what all should be checked in a home to make sure that it's something which won't affect you, which won't damage you?
To start with, electricity is one of the most dangerous things if something goes wrong. Right. So it could not only give you a shock, it can also cause fire. Right. And it will also frustrating if something doesn't operate. So for example, in our home, many times we are provided so many switches, so many plug sockets. So suddenly when you try to operate, one of them doesn't function. So it's really frustrating. So what we do is we start with the main distribution board. So the electricity from the supply company that comes to that, from there it is distributed into the whole apartment or a home in different circuits. Each circuit caters to a particular set of rooms. Maybe bedroom 1, 2, maybe in one circuit, the bathrooms and the kitchen maybe in another circuit, so like that. And also there are two things. One is the lighting circuit, which caters to the light, which is called as 6 amps circuit. And another one is the 16 amp circuit. 16 amps is a higher current rating used for the geysers, the stoves, and the higher wattage equipment. So there are different circuits. All the circuits get divided in the main distribution board. So you will have different circuit breakers to control each circuit. So the correct thing is, whenever you open the distribution board, the circuit diagram should be pasted there. Okay. So without a circuit diagram, in case of any repairs or to attend to anything or to switch off a particular room in case of emergency, you will not know which switch to switch off. So a single line diagram indicating which circuit breaker belongs to which circuit should be indicated there. That's a correct practice.
So that's where you start first?
Yeah, we start with that. And then there are two types of circuit breakers. One is the circuit breaker just to switch on and switch off. That is on and off. The other one is what is known as a earth leakage circuit breaker. We call it as ELCB, earth leakage circuit breaker. It's also known by the name RCCB, residual current circuit breaker. The function of that circuit breaker is, by chance, in any of the circuit around the home, if somebody accidentally touches the live wire, the chances that you will get electrocuted, but thank God, because of this circuit breaker, the moment it touches within microsecond, it will switch off the whole power supply. You will be saved from electrocution.
Wow. So how do you check for that?
Yeah, there is a separate circuit breaker provided there, and usually there is a test button by the side of it. Okay. So by pressing the test button, you know that it is functioning properly.
Okay, perfect. Makes sense. So after that, getting into the actual home, what all do you check?
So after the circuit diagram, we check for individual switches. For example, this is a plug point socket. We make sure that it works. We put an electrical fault detector and check by switching on. So that will indicate, one, whether there is a power supply. Two, whether the supply and of the line and neutral are in proper place. Usually the left side is neutral, left side is line and right side is neutral, whether it is interchanged. Okay. So you may ask, what happens if it is interchanged? The switch is always provided on the line. Okay. So if the line and neutral are interchanged, when you switch it off, but the power supply comes to the equipment and goes back till the switch, that means there will be power supply in that equipment. Maybe a table lamp or a fan, the power supply will be on, but it will not operate till you switch on.
Okay, so is this damaging the equipment?
No, but it's charged.
It is charged.
You can get a shock.
You still get a shock. So it's always important that the switch should be on the line.
So by the way, guys, we actually did a video. It's linked right here, where we've gone through the entire home inspection process. In that, we've shown how the circuit breaker runs. So don't forget to check that out. So moving on. So that's how you make sure that it doesn't get, like, the plug is proper.
It's as proper. And also there is an earth point. The earth point should be functional. Correct. So many places you find the earth point, but it may not be connected to the earthing.
How often have you found this?
Many times.
Many times.
Very, very frequent.
Many frequencies. It could be due to somebody not connecting the earth wire there or saving in the wires also sometimes.
Correct.
So these things cause electrical shocks if the earthing is not okay. So all the 3 points are checked in this.
Okay.
And moving on to the next thing, we also check for the lighting. See, for example, this is a point given for the lighting fixture. So they just provide this, and you have to fix a lighting fixture of my choice. So there also there is a line wire, neutral wire, and also an earthing wire. Okay. So all the 3 should be functional.
So I'm curious about this. I mean, you're telling you check every single switch and all those things. How often have you seen issues being in the electrical system of a home?
It's quite often. It's not that you don't have it. It's quite often. Sometimes the connection may not be okay. So we do have places where there is no, even though the line is on, you don't have any supply. You may have an interchange between line and earth or line and live. It's possible. You could have fixtures where the plug switch is not functioning softly. As you can see here, it's quite easy, smooth. In some cases, there may be something jammed there, so you'll have to force. Or also the plate. If the plate is not screwed on properly and the plate is moves, or the plate is not straight, aesthetically it's not pleasing. It may be functional, it's not pleasing. So we identify all of that. It may be very small, it may be very minute, but it is something that needs to be captured because as a consumer,
You're paying for it.
you're paying for it, right? At the end of the day, you want something. Let's look at this. Today, when somebody goes to buy vegetables, even a banana, you make sure that it doesn't have black spots, it doesn't have this, you touch it. You pay a couple of 100 rupees maybe. But for a house, you're paying lakhs and crores. Why not get what you're actually paying for?
Makes sense. So moving on, some more stuff about electrical. You mentioned about the 16 amp line, right? So, can you tell me some of the issues which the 16 amp line has generally?
16 amp circuit is meant for high wattage equipment. So usually we find the earthing is not proper in many of the cases. And there is one more important thing I have to mention. All these switches, they come with a child safety plate inside. So child safety plate is inside so that by children by mistake, in case if they insert a pen, pencil or something, they should not get the shock. Even though the electrical ELCB is functional, for a fraction they will get a jolt. So that may frighten them. So in case if something fails there is a chance that they will get electrocuted. So the child safety plate is there. So that will be operated only by the earthing pin. When you insert, the earthing pin is longer always. If you observe in a plug point, earthing pin is longer. So that will act as an opener for the child safety plate. The plate moves up, then only you will be able to insert. We check that also.
So you make sure that all child safety plates are fixed.
Yes. So that's part of the safety check that we also perform.
Safety check. And one more thing is, see, normal defects what we notice is the plates, as Uday was mentioning, not only the gaps, sometimes the alignment is not okay. They are not horizontal, and usually the switches provided, they should be in one plane. Right. Otherwise it looks ugly, especially if the switches are side by side. Yeah. They should definitely be at one level. Up, down, or even tilted, looks odd. We point out all that.
Superb. What about things like, say, if there's some installations of, fans or something like that?
Yeah, so 99% of the time, we don't have clients who come to us when installations are made. A home inspection is done when the client has to just make his last tranche of payment to the builder, and the builder has invited the homeowner to come and take a look and then take over. So that's when we come and do it, and that is in this case where there's no fixtures, right? So that's where we check whether supply is provided or not. There are cases where homeowners have moved in and they have interior works that I've done. Then also we check, but that check is different compared to what we do in terms of a home inspection check.
So I'm curious about this, and I wonder what your answer will be for this. Say you identify that, okay, 5 of the plugs are not working. So for electrical, I mean, what will the builder do then? Will he pull the entire line, install new lines?
No, so at the end of the day, it has to work. right? So for it to work, you can take out the faceplate and see what's happened. There may be a loose connection. There may be that particular wire is not working properly or fit properly. So they take it out, they'll fit it again. If in case there is no supply at all, then they'll have to look at the distribution board. Then from there, if there's a problem, then they look further. So it's our job to find out whether it's working or not. Now, at the end of the day, if you have a plug point, it should work.
Correct.
Right? So,
That's a very fair
and also recent apartments, because of RERA, right? It's a mandate. So it takes into account.
Most of the time, it will be some loose connection.
Exactly. Yes.
Something's not fixed, but somebody has not put the wire properly in the connector.
Right, okay.
Like we
Very rarely there's wire defects and all.
very, we've not found any till now.
And you guys have done how many homes?
We've done more than 4,500 individual clients. It's always the weakest link is the last person doing the job on the ground.
Correct.
The intention of the builder, the intention of the
Yeah, you would have
contractor.
got the best quality wire.
Exactly,
and all
everything is there. But if the person doing the job doesn't do it the way it's intended to, then these things happen.
that. Fair enough. So guys, that was all for electrical. Do let me know in the comments below if you have any questions regarding electrical checks which you should be conducting in your home. If you want to reach out to Nemmadi, the link is in the description, and comment below if you have any questions. We'll reach out to them. Thanks a lot for watching. Our plumbing video is coming up next, so do subscribe to Home Banao for more future videos like this.